You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hello and welcome to the Ticket Stub, your favorite place for movie news and reviews. We broadcast live every Thursday at high noon on 104.5 and 106.1 from beautiful downtown Conroe, Texas. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube. Is that true? Facebook. Sorry, YouTube. Check you later. So check us out on Facebook live. You can also check us out on Twitter at @_TicketStub. Shoot us a message and we may read it on the air. The Ticket Stub is sponsored by the Movie Tavern. Movies never tasted so good, but we have more sponsorships available. I like how you straight called them out last week, Chris. Back in time popcorn.
Yeah, I know.
We're looking at you.
Hey, we're still looking at you.
We're still, I drove by the other day looking right at them.
Yeah.
But it's also a national show, so if you have anything national that you want to use as a sponsorship, had a stubby friend in Nashville who's hooking us up with something really exciting later on in the year.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
excited.
yeah.
Spencer Godot, thank you.
Is 7-Up still in business?
It's an up thing, man. I think so.
7-Up? Yeah, we should have them.
Well, I think Dr. Pepper would be like the parent company, probably, right?
Okay.
Remember Make 7-Up yours?
Well, no then.
I was hoping.
We've derailed. Oh, gosh.
I was hoping for like Depends.
Oh.
So you can do your movie marathons.
Yeah, for if
efficiently.
You want to watch all of the special extended unrated Lord of the Rings, but not get up.
This uninterruption brought to you by Depends.
I wouldn't have to get up in the middle of the movies.
Yeah.
That's good.
Depends.
Don't you have some?
For when it has to wait.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a terrible slogan. Also,
Is
visit.
that the slogan?
No, I just made that up.
Oh.
For when the movies. Also, visit irlonestar.com for rates and stats. If you want to be a sponsor, which I'm sure after this you definitely want to, 936-647-3776. You can call, leave a message. If you're looking for some chicks, man, remember that guy? Looking for some chicks. Also, don't forget to please leave us a rate and review on any of the podcast platforms. Facebook, give us some love. If you're checking us out, if you see us on your Facebook feed, first off, if you haven't subscribed to us on Facebook, you need to do it. But when you see the show, if you'll just click that little share button, that boosts our numbers like infinitely if a couple people will share it by the number of people that watch. It's not literally infinite, but a lot. And so if you'll check it out.
From squat to squat and a half.
Man, Chris, haircut's looking good. Dick, haircut's looking good. I'm feeling a little self-conscious over here. I go away for a week, and y'all both.
That's because you've been skiing in Aspen, dude.
Dude, I was cracking up when y'all were talking about all the places I go the other day. And what I love is I feel
San Diego is pretty random. I actually believe that.
I feel like several times I've told y'all where I was, and you're still like, I have no idea where he's at.
I don't ever remember being told.
You know, everyone knows I don't read anything.
Well, that is also true.
So, I mean, when I'm talking, don't listen to it.
Well, that's a good point. Well, here's the deal. Glad to be back. I looked at the calendar the other day, and I was like, man, bunch of Thursdays. I mean, like into the near future, I'm here. So I'm excited to put together more than one in a row Ticket Stub show. It's going to be exciting to do that. For Sean K. Thompson and the Burris who filled in my stead, we very much appreciate it. And you know, for the stubbies that are missing me, Daddy's home, so don't worry about it. All right, fine. Well, we got a great show today. We are going to rewind the movies that we've seen over the last week. We're going to do some movie news, got a couple things to talk about, and we're going to play 4-word synopsis. We did this a while back, basically trying to recap the movie in 4 words. It's not a straight up synopsis. Some of them are a little deceiving, so we'll see if y'all can figure it out or pick it up. I didn't want to just say like, you know, Luke fights Darth, or that's not very fun, you know. So it's a little bit more.
Which one would that be? Which Star Wars would that be?
That's a good point. There would have been a couple options there.
Is that Empire?
Okay, dude, that's not one of them. That was just an example. We've got tickets to give away to the Grand Theater. We're gonna give a question so you can win more tickets. And have we set a date for the group rewind yet? I know we have a movie that we're wanting to do.
It's the 30th is a
It's
Thursday.
always the
I
last
believe.
Thursday.
Oh, my bad, dude.
The
I'm
30th
out of
of
it, man. I'm out of it. Okay. So,
It's never changed.
well, there was one week where we haven't even done it for a couple times in a row, though.
Yeah, we have.
No, we haven't. I've been gone. I missed.
You haven't been gone that much.
Dude, I've been gone for like 2 years. We haven't done a group rewind in like in many moons, in annums, several annums. But we're gonna do a group rewind.
Never heard that word before. I don't.
You
even
never
know
heard
what
of
that is.
annum? I think it means year. I don't know. Like Anyos.
No idea.
We're gonna watch a movie called License to Wed, starring Robin Williams, John Krasinski, and who's the girl? I forget. Anyways, it's gonna be a jolly good time. It's on Netflix, I believe, streaming. So we'll all check that one out together, and I'm sure we'll have many great things to say. No time to waste here, guys. Excited to be back in the saddle. Let's get right into some movie news. I got some good ones here today for us. The first one, ScreenRant.com. I'm not sure if I buy this. The article says that Tony Kaye, who's the director of American History X, is having a movie. Okay, Firstborn. Did you know Val Kilmer was in it? Tom Berenger, Denise Richards. I guess this must be an old movie if it has those three people in it, probably.
Say that again. What movie?
Firstborn, starring Val Kilmer,
Yeah.
Tom Berenger, and Denise Richards. That sounds like 1993.
I think Tom
probably.
Berenger's the giveaway in that.
Yeah, probably. Well, Denise Richards maybe also. But a sequel coming out called Secondborn, creatively titled, starring a artificial intelligence robot, or casted in it, not starring. There will be an artificial intelligence robot casted.
So the robot can't star?
Yeah, sorry. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that one later on. But
SAG. Screen Actors Guild. Seriously.
it's actually a romantic comedy, not a sci-fi movie. So the fact that it's an artificial intelligence robot has no bearing on the script, I don't think. Okay, do you buy that we're at the point where there could be a robot with artificial intelligence that could act?
I think that's fine. I think there's
Do
a
you
lot
believe
of
it?
robots
Do you
that
believe it?
that could act better than some of these
Well,
guys
you're looking at
that are out there.
an art that the suspicion of belief is suspicion. No,
Oh, nice. Dude, that's deep right there.
Suspension of disbelief.
yes, thank you.
The
That
suspicion
to
of
me,
belief is
you can do
suspicion.
whatever you want. I think you can do whatever you want as long as it's good and entertaining.
I don't know that you're hearing exactly what I'm saying. Is there a robot that has artificial intelligence to the level that it can act? That's my point.
The sex robots.
Okay.
Like, you mean,
So-
are you
so I'm
saying that
told.
you're basically saying is there AI?
Like, are they programming this robot to do this, or is it AI?
I don't know if
Oh,
AI
I
is really around yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But they have a
Well,
robot.
and the sex robot.
Okay, stop it. You're creeping me out over here. They've got a robot that
You mean
can.
the tickle robot? It's not a sex robot.
It can be.
Oh gosh, they're saying they have a robot that can act.
Okay,
Thoughts?
that's
Okay, yeah.
cool.
So it's not a guy.
Do you
like,
believe that? Like, am I
Yeah.
overreacting here to this?
Well, I mean, you're looking at like, are you saying, oh, this robot better be under SAG rules and stuff like
No.
that? Like,
No, I don't care about the working hours
Well,
of
I
a
mean,
robot.
I mean, why does that surprise you? that makes sense to me. That's eventually going to go that way.
Yeah, eventually, if there's a robot that can function as an actor on set, that means that there's a robot that could be an accountant, and there's a robot that could be a general manager of a movie theater, like,
There is a robot that could be an accountant.
but not do all of the different jobs, but not think critically for themselves. And like, we have Siri, but that's not artificial intelligence. That's programs. They've lined every piece of code for
Yeah.
every response that Siri is going to do or that
Well, I don't
Alexa's
think
going to
there.
do.
I mean, you're not talking movie stuff. You're talking about like, oh, is there AI?
But it's in a movie.
Well, the secret to great acting that I haven't figured out yet is reacting. So
Oh.
all the robots got to do is listen to the other actors,
So there you go.
input that into its robot brain, and give a good reaction.
You know, on Ticket Stub, you get acting advice too.
Yeah.
You don't just get up-to-date information. Well, okay. Well, you two guys apparently know everything about AI and are not surprised at all about this. So I guess we'll move it along. Vulture.com has an article ranking the top movie sharks, which are the best movie sharks from all the different shark movies, obviously in honor of the Meg. It goes Shark Tale. That's kind of a throwaway. That's from the animated movie. The Shallows with Blake Lively. That whole movie was stupid. Did you see that movie? Anyways, there's a whole.
I heard only good things about it.
Yeah, I
You're the
did
first
too.
person to say stupid.
I thought it was stupid because there's this whole part with like a whale that's floating off in the distance. Like, why is the whale there?
Well, that's her hope.
I know, but like, okay, lucky her. I guess she's the one.
Well, why would I waste my time watching movies in the first place? I mean, I don't know.
Especially if they're all just made with AI people, right?
Yeah.
If they're all just
There's this-
robot. The Finding Nemo sharks on there, that seems weird. 47 meters down. That one, the ending was crazy, but the sharks were pretty intense in that one. Open Water, remember that one? A little controversy. It was just,
That was a good one. I
Yeah,
like
why
that
would
one.
you even first? Like when I watched, this, like, why'd y'all even jump in the water?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, don't go in the water. We know that.
Sharknado made the list as the next
Well,
one.
that movie
on
made the
list.
most sense to me.
Hey, here you go, Dick. USS Indianapolis. I didn't even know there was sharks in that one.
That's actually the whole story.
I don't remember that from. I know you
Is that-
rewound it like a million years ago, but
Is James Franco in that?
no, that's
No.
the boy Nick Cage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's about them. It's literally a shark movie, but it didn't really end up being a shark movie until the very end, where people were getting nibbed at.
Were the sharks pretty rough, pretty
Oh,
extreme?
so my favorite one was there's a scene where they're sitting there floating like standard Titanic style, and somehow for the shark to eat the guy, they didn't come from below. It would jump out of the water and on top of him, like almost like Sharknado parody. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a second, this is supposed to be a serious movie. Now, why would a shark do that? just so we could show him getting his head first.
Dude, sharks are going crazy. Deep Blue Sea is next after USS Indianapolis. This is ranking how intense, how crazy the sharks are. Total damage is one of the categories inflicted. Orca, never saw Orca. Jaws obviously has to be towards the top of the list. The Meg. So Jaws is number 3 on the list from the top. The Meg is number 2, which I'll talk about in a little while, but definitely.
Are they talking about size?
It's size and damage and destruction and intensity and scariness. The number 1 is one called Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I was figuring you probably have. What's the damage of a Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus?
Well, it's just like everything just gets destroyed in its wake.
Is that the one where the 747's flying kind of low across the ocean and the shark jumps out of the ocean and bites the plane?
Yeah.
And that's so awesome.
Inspired by Indianapolis, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Does it jump on top of the
Yeah,
plane?
what
and
defies
jumps right out of the ocean?
What defies nature? Oh, sharks jumping out of the water and biting something.
This says Mega Shark is like the Meg, but without limits. It has no limits. So I don't know.
The Meg has limits?
I guess the Meg has
The
some.
thing is 90 feet long. I think
It has some limits, though.
it
I
is
guess
90 feet.
Yeah.
They couldn't have gone 100.
Yeah, it's kind of weak, but I guess
Yeah.
maybe it seems more realistic. I don't know. There's some great scenes in the Meg.
Oh, I was going to ask you because I was reading this thing, the list you had. Has anyone seen Deep Blue Sea?
Oh yeah.
I love that movie.
Okay.
Is that where he says like, "I walk through the valley of the shadow of death"?
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like,
You
"But I beat-"
stupid shark. Yeah. I was trying to remember the beginning. You remember the beginning? It was like the standard opening to a shark movie where this couple's partying on a boat and they get eaten.
Yeah.
Weren't they all caged up? Or did I miss? I'm trying to remember the movie. Like, is there a whole
it's
scene?
been a long time.
Was there a whole scene of them I don't remember them recapturing the shark.
Well, they never. Was it on the boat? Is that the problem? The shark was on the boat.
No, like if I remember the movie correctly, they have a science facility that's caged in.
Or it's a science. Yeah, oh, that's right.
And
Yeah.
the opening scene is this couple getting eaten by a shark.
Because the gate got open. Remember that was like.
But so they got the shark back, or they just lost the shark.
I think it came back maybe or something.
I don't think that's.
I don't know.
Well, I came back to kill him.
Is that what you think?
Sought
Swimming
revenge
backwards
on its captors.
as they invented during that movie.
That shark had hate in its heart. It came back to get those
Big
who first
old
caught it.
hate.
Okay, last article before we go to break. OrlandoSentinel.com, all of our source for news. Despite plans for first gay movie character, Disney can't win. So Disney decided they're going to have a gay movie character in something called like Jungle Cruise, which seems a little on the nose. I don't know, but guess who's going to star in it?
Who?
Jack Whitehall, who is a straight white man. So everybody's all mad because this is kind of the Scarlett Johansson trans thing, but in another version of it, where they were going to have a gay character, but they had the audacity.
You know what I always wondered is why, like, if you're a movie business and you're making decisions like that, why make it public? How did they hear about this?
I mean, I think people just know this stuff. They know who's in movies, you know?
Yeah.
They attach stuff to it. I don't know.
What?
This actually says, I don't know if Whitehall has ever actually announced he is straight. I guess they're just assuming. I don't know. I like how they put white in there, though. Like, what does white have to do with it? Like, he's a straight white man. I know that's like, that's like the term everyone's using.
This is so ridiculous.
I
Because
love it, Chris. Fire up.
in
I
Beauty
love
and the
it.
Beast, okay, LeFleur, our favorite actor, Josh Gad,
Yeah.
not gay.
Not gay.
He's married, but he played a gay character. Where was the uproar? The uproar was that he was gay, not that he was a straight guy playing a gay guy. And so this one, it's like, oh, well, we're going to do the same thing. But now, okay, we're okay with that now, but it's got to be a gay guy and not a straight guy playing. What difference does it make as far as who's acting? Who's the actor? As
It's
long as the character is.
make-believe. Guess what? Luke, whatever his name is, he's not a Jedi in real life. Like, he's portraying one. It's pretty offensive that they didn't pick a real Jedi. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't equate things that are real to things that are fake. But
yeah.
it's
How do you
acting.
know?
It's pretend.
It depends on who you ask about that.
It's pretend. And what they're trying to do, and this is why I get it. But they want people that are going to be draws to the theater, And I know that you're saying, well, there'll never be a trans draw if we don't put them in the movie.
I was really offended that Crazy White Asian movie didn't have any white people in it.
It's not called Crazy White Asian. What do I call it? Crazy Rich Asian.
Crazy Rich Asian.
Yeah, Crazy
Sorry,
Rich
that's an
Asian.
important word to put in there.
Well,
to
white
make it
changes
okay.
it totally. Crazy White Asians.
No, I'm saying they didn't have.
That's what you
they,
called it.
They didn't have any other demographic in the movie.
I know. I almost went to that last night, but instead I went to the Meg because I'm racist. I
Oh
guess.
my goodness.
Anyways, I just hate all the outrage, hate all the uproar. Who has the energy for that? It just makes me tired to think about
Honestly, I don't know how you even know about it. Like, I don't keep that on my radar.
Well, it's because every week I do this thing called research for the show, and that was an article that popped
Well,
up.
like to me, that the most recent one was that woman for Batgirl.
Yes, I don't even get that.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
She-
That's
she
actually,
wasn't,
that's legitimate news.
Batgirl's a lesbian now?
Yes.
Is that, or
No,
is she-
that's legitimate news. Like that.
Yeah.
That's go to your argument. Like, why is there outrage? Like, she literally is a lesbian. Why can't she play a lesbian?
Well, because she wasn't gay enough, is what they said. That was what they said.
No,
that's what
that's
they
legit.
said.
That's legit. And I'm like, wait a second. What?
So
did
I don't. This is all over the map. But who are these people that are saying this?
Who are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who can we?
There's totally a PR agency.
Yeah, I think if
working
it comes,
this.
if an opinion comes from social media, I think it should be thrown out.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, don't listen to that.
that's a
stuff.
bold statement for you as someone who has a lot of opinions on social media.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just having fun.
Okay. Just trying to fire up movie
Yeah,
cast.
just
Well, it is kind of one of those things. Is like what has an impact, and like kind of like the Meg. I bet they had a study 3 years ago. Hey, let's make a shark movie because Sharknado seriously has a following. So why don't we make a legitimate scary shark movie? Okay, and that's like they know that people are gonna write stupid articles like the one we read. And then, like, the size of the shark. Let's write 3 articles about the different sizes of sharks in all these movies.
That was not a stupid article. That was hard-hitting journalism, first of all.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
somebody got paid to do that. That's
We have the wrong
ridiculous.
jobs.
It's crazy.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they know people are going to talk about it. They know people are going to be like, oh, my favorite one was that Scarlett Johansson one. Like, no one's going to see that movie anyway.
Well, but it shuts the. It's not just PR. It's shutting these productions down. I mean, Scarlett's not doing that movie anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, so
And
it's
that
like,
was all because of social media.
Yeah.
I just don't. It shouldn't be a factor in anything.
I wish they would just say who cares.
It kind
and
of
just do it
should
in-
be.
It should be.
Yeah, like, some movies just don't need to be made.
It's 300-pound folks in their parents' basement saying, "I don't think Batwoman is. She's just not
Gay
quite,
enough.
Yeah,
She's
not
not gay
quite
enough."
there.
Not
quite
gay
there for me."
enough. On my scale,
No.
I have this really official scale of how
They
gay,
need
how
to,
gay
they need
you
to
are.
have an Oscar category that's like, this movie really shouldn't have been made. And the winner.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I heard someone say the way you can fix Twitter is make people pay per tweet, like a small amount.
Oh,
all
you
these people who
definitely
are
would.
trolling, you
You
know?
would, you
Yeah,
would.
you know they're also the cheapest people in the world, so
Yeah.
they would no longer, it would dry it up. All right, we got to go to break. When we come back, we're going to be rewinding. Chris, what are you rewinding?
Slenderman.
Oh, you saw it. The one in theaters right now?
I did, yeah.
All right, I saw the Meg. Dick, you have a movie for us to talk about? Tease.
Yeah, the girl with all the gifts.
Woo! The girl with all the gifts. All right, we're going to hear
Was
about...
she gay enough in the movie?
It's
that
a
what-
zombie movie.
Was that one of her gifts? The gift.
Got
we'll
really
be
weird.
right back. All
Got
right.
really weird.
Hey, Montgomery County and online listeners. Thank you so very much for checking out Jazzy Vibes with Soul. What? You haven't done so yet? Well, you've got to tune in. Hi, I am the host of Jazzy Vibes with Soul, Miss CC Holmes, and I invite you to check us out every Friday and Saturday from 7 until 9 p.m., where you will get the best in old school R&B, and of course, a little smooth jazz to make it jazzy. So tune in. That's right, tune in every Friday and Saturday right here on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM, or worldwide at irlongstar.com.
Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for a summer internship, Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to learn the radio and TV business. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776. Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world.
From the beginning, the main purpose of the Cooperative Extension Service has been to change human behavior by teaching people how to apply the results of scientific research. By utilizing a holistic, multi-level approach, Extension family and community health programs encourage health and well-being for everyone. Addressing values, concerns, and needs with reliable science-based information, Extension programs help people lead healthier lives. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
The Ticket Stub is brought to you in part by Movie Tavern, with 2 locations serving the greater Houston area, 18359 Tomball Parkway, just north of Willowbrook Mall, and 9630 FM 1960 Bypass West, across from Deerbrook Mall. The Ticket Stub is sponsored by Movie Tavern. Movie Tavern. Movies never tasted so good.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio. Broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
Let's begin, pal.
We're back on the Ticket Stub. As always, sponsored by Movie Tavern. Movies never tasted so good. We're about to rewind the movies that we've seen in the last week. The Meg, Slender Man, and The Girl with All the Gifts. In just a little bit, we're going to announce who won the tickets to this week's Grand Ticket giveaway.
Because we do give those away every week. Two tickets to the Grand Theater, Movie Tavern.
Yeah, Grand Theater and Movie Tavern, or either or, not both, either or. So we'll announce that a little later on the show, and then at the end of the show, we'll announce the question for how you could win 2 more tickets to the Grand.
I always wonder
and/or Movie
if our
Tavern.
ticket giveaway gets people lucky.
You think?
Because it's a free date, almost. Like you now can afford the popcorn and like justify doing that. Because I know that internal debate happens every time.
If so, and then you conceive a child, you must name them after one of the 3 of us, right? Regardless of gender.
Yeah.
I met a girl named Connor, so I guess that could kind of maybe go.
Is that true?
Yeah. Spelled with a K. K-O-N-N-E-R.
Yeah, somebody did have a child because the free tickets we gave.
Nice. Yeah, that part's true also.
We've been on the air that long, guys.
That's true. Hey, there could have been like 2 children conceived in the time we've been on the air. Like first episode.
Not enough, because there needs to be 3, so we have all 3.
There we go. One family could have 2 Ticket Stub kids. That'd be kind of cool. All right, we're going to do the rewinds, the movies that we've seen over the last year. Chris, throwing it to you, man. What you got?
Well, I saw Slender Man. It came out this last Friday. It's a movie about the Slender Man legend. Are you guys familiar with that?
Okay, is this kind of like...
I'm kind of mixed, because I don't know what's true and what's not true.
Well, none of it's true.
So, no, wasn't there literally a person who died?
Well,
there was, there was a stabbing.
Like someone actually died from the story of Slender Man or the made-up story or something.
Yeah, it was a girl, I guess, that was trying to conjure up Slender Man. She ended up stabbing her friend. And actually, that movie did not get shown in that area because of that reason.
So that's the whole purpose of this movie, right? Or this is like a take on if Slender Man was real. Where did Slender Man come from?
I have no idea.
Is it like one of those?
He's a folklore.
Folklore? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just this guy. Okay, it's you go in the forest and
you say
and there's a
Bloody
big
Mary?
tall guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you say some sort of chant after you watch a video. There's a big tall guy. He's like 7-8 feet tall, real thin,
Slender.
Hence the name. And if he sees you, you're like under his power, and he can either take you to his like, I don't know, underground something,
his lair,
and hold you like little kids or something.
Oh,
and
what?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But
all right.
So, or you can do that,
okay,
or he just looks you in the face for a long time, and you get you end up going crazy. He doesn't take you, but you go crazy.
Okay.
So the movie got 12% on RottenTomatoes.com.
Okay, so good.
Yeah. So here's a couple of my rapid fire movie reviews. Andrew Whalen from Newsweek said Slender Man feels as used up as any years-old meme.
I like when you do this.
like trying to explain what's funny about Dat Boy a decade later. I don't know. I don't understand that one.
Who Dat Boy?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna Google Dat Boy while you do your next review.
Eric D. Snyder from Crooked Marquee. I doubt there's an audience anywhere whose expectations are low enough to enjoy this. Okay. Dominic Suzanne Mayer, Consequence of Sound. That's perhaps the most disappointing thing of all about Slender Man. It's somehow way less scary than spooky memes a bunch of internet dorks made up. And my favorite one,
Okay.
this is from, and this sounds like a fake name. It could be. Billy Goody Koontz from Arizona Republic said, gosh, this is a great one.
Okay.
Slender Man bravely goes against the well-established notion that scary movies should be scary.
Okay. By the way, Dat Boy is an internet meme originating from Animation Factory animation of a green unicycling poison dart frog. So, there we go.
Wow.
There we go. Spelled B-O-I. Dat
And a
B-O-I.
decade later, you're trying to explain it. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. So anyway, the movie is not scary at all. The acting it's okay. Slender Man is not scary in the slightest.
Is he slender at least?
He's very skinny.
Okay.
I'm worried about what he eats. I don't think he eats a lot.
No, probably not.
No.
Or maybe he's doing that like really low carb, like keto, maybe keto diet.
You know what the thing is? He doesn't have a face.
Oh.
So he can't eat.
Well, no wonder.
Yeah. So that's why he's skinny.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I know. But they had such an opportunity with this character, which is a great character. It's extremely scary. If you get to look on YouTube or something like these fake videos people have made of Slender Man, they're actually legitimately scary. I don't know how they could mess this up. This character was like a gold mine of scares, and it is just literally nothing. There is nothing scary about this movie, and it was very boring. And in the beginning, I knew that something was up because the high school kids, they take a field trip. And they take a field trip to a cemetery, which I have never heard of. I've never heard of a school field trip to a cemetery.
I don't think that's real.
I actually stood up in the movie because I was there. I was watching it by myself with somebody else. I stood up and I turned around and asked the guy, "Are they really on a field trip?"
A stranger? You stood up in the
No,
middle?
no. It was somebody I knew.
Oh.
We were the only two people in there.
Was this like a pre-screening type deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe if you're 13, 14, which they can watch this, they probably like it.
So a while back there was a movie called Bye Bye Man or something like that.
Mhm.
Is this the same guy? Was that Slender Man or is Bye Bye Man different than Slender Man?
I think Bye Bye Man's different.
Okay.
They probably ripped it off of Slender Man.
Yeah, probably so. Sounds pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs down.
Dat Boy. What is that?
I'm gonna give Dat Boy Slender Man thumbs down.
I'm gonna give Dat Boy 2 thumbs up. Dick, what movie you watched? Girl with All the Gifts.
Girl with all the gifts.
With all the GIFs.
Yeah,
With-
gifts.
with all the
2016. It's available. It's available on
Dude, that'd be a cool movie.
Amazon. It is directed by Colm McCarthy.
Is this a book?
And it was based off of a book.
Okay.
This director, he did a lot of TV shows like Peaky Blinders, Black Mirror. I mean, really, it's just a lot of TV stuff. It's an English-based movie, so everyone basically is English in it, and which is great. And I think this is one of those movies that kind of snuck by a lot of people. It had a great cast. To give you an idea who's in it, it has Glenn Close, Gemma Arterton,
I think it's
Gemma Arterton.
Gemma Arterton, Patty Considine. Those are the.
Keep going.
I don't know who that is, but you'll know if you see his face. But it's a small cast, and it's a zombie-style survival movie. You know, we're at the brink of extinction. There's a zombie, and Glenn Close is trying to solve it.
What year is this?
This is 2016. I think it snuck
wow.
by people. And overall, the movie, I'd say, was enjoyable if you like zombie movies. And it does have a conclusion, which most zombie movies don't really have one.
It does or does not?
It does.
Oh, okay.
So it has like, oh, this is what's really happening. This is how it happened. This is what's going to happen. And that's one thing that always frustrates me about a lot of zombie movies where it's just like, oh, it's bleak. Everyone's dying. Whatever. One thing to say about the movie is the acting was really well done. A lot of the characters are really cool. So it got me going. There wasn't a point where I was bored on it. And Glenn Close does a really good job. She's a shaved head in it, which is really creepy to see, her with a shaved head. So that was fun. The premise of the movie is very similar to most zombie movies. But what's interesting is zombies had kids. So there's children. In the opening scenes, you see a bunch of children in wheelchairs strapped to it, like restraints. And our friend Gemma is teaching them.
And they're zombies.
And they're not, and there are. Like, they want to eat flesh, but they don't, like, have decay. They're not the living dead. But people in the world are the living dead. They're basically the offspring of the living dead.
This is what I can't understand.
So,
this is way beyond me.
basically, children who were inside the womb when
like
the
you
person
explaining
got
Dat Boy.
infected, they got past the infection, got passed through the baby in the womb, and they became this next evolution step.
So zombies are having babies?
Well, if they were pregnant while they got bit. So there's a special, like, basically you're at this government facility where the special forces go out and find these kids because they're different from the normal zombies. They actually can think. They actually can learn and talk back and things like that. Like, they seem normal until they put flesh in front of them. So, like, in this...
Most people are.
Well, in this movie, like, they had a thing where they had a cream they could put on them where the zombies couldn't smell them. But there's only so much cream to go around the world. So, like, that's how they could sneak around and go around highly populated zombie areas is they just put the cream on.
Oh.
So
Oil of Olay.
Yeah, that's. I mean, there's little things that were fun like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I never really seen a zombie movie or a zombie comic that goes, oh yeah, we instead of like trying to figure out the cure to the virus or whatever, we can prevent some stuff. So that's kind of coming through our science.
You ever see that Warm Bodies movie?
Yeah.
It's kind of it's more of a lighthearted comedy, but it's kind of a similar idea where they're like zombies, but he falls in love with
a warm body.
A warm body, yeah. He's a cold body, I guess.
But overall, this is on Amazon. You can stream it. It was enjoyable. The acting was good, and there was some. It's very suspenseful, which is great for zombie films. And the book apparently is a lot better. That's what everyone says. Well, of course, that's the same old story. So if you like zombie movies,
tired of hearing that. Who reads?
Yeah, if you like zombie movies, The Girl with All the Gifts, it's a fun movie.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, we gotta go back to break. When we come back, I will rewind Meg. 70 or 90. 90 foot.
90 foot.
Megalodon shark.
That's a real shark, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a live action shark in the movie.
No, I meant like in real life, there's a thing called...
I don't think it was 90 feet.
Okay.
Well, the Megalodon is like a dinosaur shark, I think.
Was it real, though?
I think so.
Yeah. So this movie's like, hey, what happens to the shark is real, and it wants to eat everybody.
It's inspired by true events. We'll talk more about it when we come back on the Ticket Stub.
The Ticket Stub is brought to you in part by Movie Tavern, with 2 locations serving the greater Houston area, 18359 Tomball Parkway, just north of Willowbrook Mall, and 9630 FM 1960 Bypass West, across from Deerbrook Mall. The Ticket Stub is sponsored by Movie Tavern. Movie Tavern. Movies never tasted so good.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available in Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
This is not a drill.
This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
All right.
And we're back on the ticket
Hey,
stub.
why do we always do your movie review last?
Because I'm selfless.
I've noticed that. Like, you control the break time, and it's like, you know what? I want to give myself more individual attention for the Meg.
No, I feel like I always go like pretty quick because we're always running late because of everything else. I control the break because you told me when we first started the show that it had to be 15 and 30 and maybe one
No, you
more.
can do whatever you want. You just have to take a break at the bottom of the hour.
Well, anyways, we've always done the same thing. You know what? Next time we'll do it different. I'll mix it up. How about that? Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so we want to say a couple things. First off, remember that we are live every Thursday, 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area, worldwide at irlonestar.com. We are also sponsored by the Movie Tavern. Movies never tasted so good. Thank you all for listening. Make sure you're telling a friend, like, subscribe, share the Facebook post. We're Facebook Live right now. If you're catching us right at this minute, go ahead and just log on to Facebook, watch us for the rest of the time, and hit that share button so that all your friends can see and check it out. And we can share the show, keep expanding. We do want to announce we had a winner for last week's grand ticket giveaway / movie tavern ticket giveaway. The winner is Dennis O'Connor for the correct answer of Kit Kat, which is the commercial that Jason Statham, I guess.
Yes.
I wasn't here for the question. I heard it. He did a commercial for Kit Kat.
Yeah, it was which candy company did he do a commercial for before he kind of got famous?
Yeah. So what we're gonna start trying to do is get these mailed out. So Dennis, if you'll contact us with a or Facebook or email at the ticketstubpodcast@gmail.com and send us an address, we can get you those tickets.
Because he's not Wes Smith, so we don't have anybody else's contact information.
Yeah, Wes wins every time, and we just have his on file.
Yeah.
We actually have a weekly postage set up to just send him 2 tickets, and we need to cancel that for this week.
Well, it's great. We're still going to send him stuff, but we're going to say, hey, you didn't win.
Yeah, we'll send him a letter.
Yeah.
So sorry for not winning.
Have you seen those like exploding glitter bombs you can send people and stuff? When they open it, it just like covers their house in glitter. Okay, well, my movie for this week is The Meg. It's PG-13 in theaters now. Directed by John Turteltaub, who did National Treasure and some other movies. Starring Jason Statham, Rainn Wilson, and Bing Bing Lee, who I did not know before this one. But IMDb says, after escaping an attack by what he claims was a 70-foot shark, Jonas Taylor must confront his fears to save those trapped in a sunken submersible. Okay, speaking of standard first scenes, Dick, this is like the most standard first scene of all. People are trapped. He's the best, always the best. He saves these people, but a couple die. And he has this haunted thing where then he goes and becomes a drunk in Thailand for a while. Have you noticed more and more and more movies are set in Asian places? Have you noticed that? It's very strategic, I think, by these companies to get the Asian market engaged in the theater.
Okay.
Well, it's funny. I remember reading an article when I was like 14 about James Bond and how it revolutionized the movie industry in the sense of bringing the audience to the world. And that's kind of like why James Bond had a lot of emphasis on going across the other worlds, because people had never seen it. So it's like, oh, cool, I get to see what's really happened in Istanbul, or I get to go see. But the thing that sucks now is everything's CG. So I was watching the Oriental Express, Murder on the Orient Express, and everything was CG. Like, they weren't really in Istanbul. Like, it clearly looks like they weren't there.
Yeah, that was kind of rough. CGI.
And at least James Bond might have actually been there, or they made it look like he was actually there.
They do. They actually go to those places.
Yeah, sure and that to me is the cool aspect of that. So when you see that trend in these movies, maybe they know that if they actually go there, did it look like he was there?
No, this is probably like a soundstage in LA or something like that. But they had a shot of Shanghai, I think, at one point. And the cast there was some Asian, there was a couple Asian main characters in this.
Okay.
It's just interesting.
Was it produced by an Asian company?
I don't actually know that.
I smell that now you're saying it like that.
I just think that like The Rock, with Skyscraper, that was set in Japan or wherever it was. I just think these movies are going to start doing it because they do, if you include a little bit of Asian flair in these movies, they do like millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars in China when they open up. But anyways, that is neither here nor there. Standard first scene. The concept is kind of cool. There's a lot of deep water stuff, which is always cool to see. They kind of gloss over the physics, though. All of a sudden, these crafts can just go like to the bottom of the Marianas Trench or whatever. I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, James Cameron can.
Okay, he went not all the way at the
Yes,
bottom,
he
though, did he? Okay, but he had one little bitty boat that had like he barely made it, and they were worried about it. These guys are like zooming.
Right.
They're like zooming full speed.
Well, he paved the way.
Well, okay, so it's in the future apparently, and I wish at one point they had just said like, now that we've invented these better submarines, and then now I can feel good about it. But instead they have these really cool technology, but cool stuff down there. Kind of 2 movies in one. The IMDb says that he's saving those trapped in a sunken submersible, but the reality is that was part of the movie, and then it kind of pivots to another part. But you have to, it takes you to a point where the bottom of the Marianas Trench is really like a jello cloud, that you can go further down, and then you uncover the world of the Megalodon. And
Is it still dark?
Oh, very dark. Yeah, very, very dark. The Meg apparently doesn't like light, so that's a bad thing. But the tone, the biggest problem with this, I had such high hopes for this movie, but the tone was just, it was like corny. And I know they're always kind of lame, and there's always has to be some ridiculous love story. I wish there didn't. Why does there always have to be a love story?
Because love finds its way in people when they're in dire situations.
Preach, brother.
Yeah.
I feel like they do
Like
it.
when I see a shark about to eat me, I'm gonna love you. Of course.
Wow.
Oh, I'm never gonna go to the beach with you then.
Chris, this is a high emotional time for us.
Wow. Do it now. On air. Come
We
on.
only
on air.
have
Declare
so
it.
many minutes
Declare
together
it.
on this world.
How many minutes do you need?
500. Okay.
Well, no, you ever seen that movie, not Stranger Fiction, the lying movie with the comedian in it, The Invention of Lying?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he's the first person to discover lying, so he goes with that pretty woman and says, "Hey, the world's ending.
Yep.
We better do it." And she's like all bored,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Yeah, yeah." And then
This is why my rewinds take so long, Dick, because we start tangenting.
that's what makes the show great.
That's a good point.
The Ticket
So-
Stub every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
Anyways, so the tone, it was corny and lame. The action was great. There was some like kind of jump moments for me. And I just wish they could cut all that other crap out. I was so excited at one point because I thought it was going to be the kind of movie I wanted it to be. And I'll just give you a snippet of what I'm talking about. There's a scene where all these Asian people are on this yacht, and it's a wedding scene. And they're like, "Oh, we're getting married. We're taking our photos." And she's holding her little like Toto dog or whatever, like a little Shih Tzu or whatever, like Dorothy's dog from Wizard of Oz.
Right.
And its name is like Pippin or something or whatever it is. And it gets out and for some reason decides to go for a swim. Okay, whatever. And it swims like way far away from the boat. And then all of a sudden you see the shark fin come up, right? And you're like, "Oh, yes." And you're like, I'm thinking like, there's no way it's going to eat this dog. And then it comes up and like it appears that it engulfs the dog. And I'm like, nice. Like, I love it. Like real consequences, right? Well, okay, this is not a big part, but at the end of the movie, what do you see? The stupid little dog swimming back to the boat, and apparently it never got eaten. Dang it, this is why this movie is not what it could be, because it has to be Disneyfied or whatever, to where everyone lives, and there's no actual consequences to a 90-foot megalodon killing everybody. And I know it sounds dark, and I'm not a fan of dogs dying, but I wanted there to be like real stakes where people could be hurt and injured. I wanted the whole boat of the wedding party to get caught and eaten. Not that I want that to happen either, but I just feel like at that point you're like, dang, that would have been a bold move from the producers, right?
Well, I mean, especially when we're making a disaster movie.
Yeah, people have to die.
Yeah, like, and these people don't even matter. Well, I mean, in the storyline,
Wow.
like, that's that's what I loved about that Superman movie. It's like he's crashing into all these buildings. You know, people are dying because the buildings are falling, but no one cares. Yeah, like
millions of people.
I mean, no, not really millions, probably thousands.
That was like New York City Central Park or whatever. They destroyed like blocks and blocks and blocks of it, right?
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, I don't see why we've already gone through the threshold of what's moral or not to show in movies.
Yeah.
Let's just show the shark eating some people. What do you think the shark?
As long as
though,
you're gay enough.
Do you
The
think
shark was gay enough.
Do you think the problem is the shark's hungry? That's the idea, right?
No, I think the shark
Because if he eats a whole wedding party, he's not going to eat the rest of the town.
Oh no, he does. He's 90 foot. You got.
I mean, no, but you can't explain that to the audience. It's like he's got at one point he's got to get
It
full,
doesn't
right?
need an explanation. I don't think it does.
Yeah, we just
I mean, at one
sacrifice
point-
the undesirables.
It's like trying to explain why Godzilla does what he does.
Trailer for the new Godzilla
Well, he
movie,
does.
by
He-
the way.
great.
No,
I'm
because
all
he
in.
defends the Earth.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
I think that's the point of it. Is that
Yeah.
he's a good guy. Originally, Godzilla was a good guy, I think, or at some point
He was
a bad guy.
misunderstood.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
And then someone brings him a flower, and all of a sudden he. Oh, but okay, Godzilla trailer distracting. The dude from Game of Thrones is in that. Tywin Lannister. Do y'all watch Game of Thrones at all? He's like the dad, and at one point there's a scene of him just saying, "Long live the king," and I think they only put that in there so people who like Game of Thrones will go see Godzilla.
Probably.
Anyways, okay, we got to move on. The Meg, whatever. Go see Crazy Stupid Asians or whatever it's called instead.
That's not it either.
What's it
That's
called?
not it either. Crazy Rich.
Crazy Stupid Love is the movie I was thinking
Yes.
of. Sorry, Crazy Rich Asians. I haven't seen that yet, but go see that instead of the Meg. Not really that great. All right, we're gonna do a game. We're gonna do it quickly, but that's okay because I think it's not gonna take very long. Called 4-word synopsis. For this game, I will moderate as Dick and Chris play. Whoever wins, we didn't really come up. Whoever wins wins.
What? Okay.
Oh, do you have a punishment?
Well, we should pick another movie that we have to watch.
Okay. Well, do we have something that we can
I
come
do.
up with?
I
quick?
want him to watch Eraserhead if he.
Okay. Have you seen Eraserhead?
I have.
All right. Do you have one for him, Dick? A movie Chris could watch? Punishment?
Princess Mononoke.
Oh.
Okay. And my thought was, if either of you get, I don't know, 4, because there's how many is there are there? 8? If either of you get more than 5 points, I'm going to change it by 1. Then I lose, because I don't know how that makes any sense. But I just wanted to include myself.
And then
in
you
this.
have to watch Eraserhead.
And then I'll watch Eraserhead. All right. For not making this game hard enough, I'm hoping I'll stump you on at least 1 or 2 of them.
We just yell it out, right?
Yeah, yell it out. So the first one to yell it out wins. Okay, so it's 4 words. Describe the plot of a movie. Does that make sense? We're all pretty clear?
Yeah.
Couldn't be that hard. All right. The first one, 4 words. This is the easiest one. Dream in a dream.
Inception.
Boom. Dick. 1 point. Chris, what happened? You froze. You didn't even you didn't even move a muscle. Have you not seen Inception?
Yes, I have.
Oh. Do you get it?
I get it. I get it. I just wasn't quick enough.
Okay, sorry. I mean, but you get the point though, the game, right?
I do.
I'm just kidding. All right, next one. Man befriends sporting good.
Jason?
No.
Oh, Castaway.
Yeah, Castaway. Man befriends sporting good. I made these up. That's pretty good, right?
Well, Jason wears a hockey mask.
We didn't
But
befriend
he didn't
it.
befriend it. He donned it. He wore it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
I told you some of these are a little bit vague.
I dig it.
Yeah, you know.
I dig it.
Okay, next one. Bowling team recovers hostage.
Oh, the Neighborhood Watch.
No.
Big Lebowski?
Correct. Big Lebowski.
That happens in the Neighborhood Watch, though. They're a bowling team and they literally rescue
Are
somebody.
you serious?
So that's a half a point for me.
Well, sorry, because I don't know that movie, and there can be multiple right answers, but mine is the ultimate right answer. All right. Prehistoric animal terrorizes people.
Jurassic Park.
No.
The Meg?
Yeah! I did that one on purpose. That was Trixie. Do you like my
What time?
I like how that's not Trixie at all.
That is 100% Trixie, because I knew you would think Jurassic Park.
Because that's right.
But also it's wrong. So how about that?
Okay.
Okay. Now we're tied up. Drummer rushes or drags. This may be one, if you haven't seen it, you won't know.
Whiplash?
Yes,
Oh,
Whiplash.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, are you rushing or dragging? That's like one of my favorite scenes of the last couple of years. All right. Clock ticking beach party. This one might be hard.
Clock ticking?
Clock ticking, comma, beach party.
That's dead air right there.
Yeah, that's what we call that's what we call the
I mean,
sound of silence.
Did we get unlimited answers?
No, let's just do one each, and let's just do. You have 3 seconds, and then it's expired.
But
3.
Banana
2.
Beach Bingo.
The beach.
What the heck is Banana Beach Bingo? No, it was
I think it's-
Dunkirk. A little bit deceptive there.
Oh, yeah.
But they have like a weird, like, there's that one scene where he like goes through the beach, and there's like, I don't know, it's kind of like almost. Anyways, whatever. Clown terrorizes, gives balloon.
It.
Yep. Uh-oh, Chris. There's 2 left. You got to get these just to tie. Uh-oh, and if Dick gets more, I have to watch Eraserhead too. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Okay, come on, Chris. Come on, baby. I'm looking right at you here. You see me?
No, don't give him hints.
Funny superhero regrows hand.
Deadpool.
Yeah! Whew, 1 left. Okay. Come on, Chris. Come on, baby. Father tells love stories. This is probably the hardest one I left.
Yeah.
The Notebook.
No.
Father tells
Stories.
Love stories.
Important S.
I mean, like, does it have Adam Sandler in it?
Nope.
You can't
Probably
ask.
can't.
You can't ask that.
That was a freebie.
3,
No,
2,
I know. You can't. So Father
tells love stories. This is a movie that
Father of the Bride.
No, Chris, I'll bring you back into the fold, and I'll give one more clue. Okay.
Okay.
This is a like guilty pleasure type movie for me.
Oh, Fudgers.
Fudgers.
The best part of waking up.
I know who's in it. I know who's in it.
Why don't you say it out loud?
No. I don't know the title. It's like definitely maybe, but it's not.
Ding 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 ding
It
ding.
was?
That is right. Definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Have you ever seen that movie?
Oh,
Chris?
movie's so
No.
stupid.
Oh, that's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
right?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
There's no way you'd like that movie. I can't imagine.
All right, Princess Mononoke. All right.
Where can I find this Princess Monkey?
Online.
It's $35 to rent.
Princess Monkey?
Mononoke. You can actually watch it at your movie theater last.
That is true. Yes, we are showing it. Yes.
Last month.
We sure are.
Oh, he can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I think Fireflies, The Grave of the Fireflies, showing this.
Oh,
month.
so he's missed Princess Momonoke.
Yeah, you missed it. You just look it up online, type it in, and you'll find it.
Princess Moo.
How long is it?
It's long enough to be where it's so satisfying.
Oh gosh,
It's not a bad
That
movie.
is the worst answer you could have given.
That's left up to interpretation.
This is anime Princess Momonoke.
Yeah.
Princess Mononoke, 1997. It is 2 hours and 14 minutes. Gosh, that's right.
Oh man!
On a journey to find the
For-
cure for Tatarigami's curse, Ashitaka finds himself in the middle of a war between the forest gods of Tatara and a mining colony. In his quest, he also meets San, the Mononoke Hime.
I am not going to understand this movie. I can tell you.
Good luck.
I can tell you right now.
Hey, it has Billy Crudup and Billy Bob Thornton and Minnie Driver and Joe DiMaggio. Wait, what? Oh, John DiMaggio.
Yeah, they play the.
Wow. From the grave.
And Claire Danes. This has like the best cast of all time. Jada Pinkett Smith, Gillian Anderson. Oh my goodness. This movie was in Japan though?
It's a cartoon.
I know, but it was made in Japan. But
They
it has a-
redubbed it.
Yeah, they
probably.
dubbed it.
Oh, see, I'm an idiot. All right, for next week's tickets giveaway, question is, what movie? Okay, in Crazy.
What's it
Rich
called? Crazy Rich
Yeah.
Asians.
Because of Crazy Rich Asians, Constance Wu, who is the star, and Kin Jeong previously acted together in what film? They've starred in another film together. What was it called? Comment on our Facebook, comment on our Twitter at @the_ticketstub. Make sure you're telling a friend about the show so we can spread the love. And again, on Facebook, even if you didn't watch us live, go back, find the Facebook video, click that share button, share it for all your friends so they can see the stuff we're doing here as well. Want to grow Stub Nation. Remember, at the end of the month, we're going to be watching License to Wed as a group Rewind. Next week, we'll be back with more shenanigans, more fun, and as always, we'll be giving 2 tickets away to the Grand Theater and Movie Tavern. Thank y'all for listening. For Chris, for Dick, my name is Connor, signing off on the Ticket Stub.